Hey everybody, what's going on? Y'all already know who it is. It's your girl Miss Britt back with another video. This is New Face TV. If you are new here, welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for stopping by my channel today. And if you are returning, hey family, thank you for returning to watch another one of my videos. So y'all, I've been hearing this saying in my spirit since last year, and it's rebel. And I'm like, oh, okay, God. Okay, rebel. I get to just pop off and tell people how I feel. You need me to rebel? Okay, I could do that. God said, no, baby. That is not what I mean. Okay, just be patient. I'll get to you. Be patient. So eventually I heard rebel to excel. I said, oh, okay, God. Okay, so you didn't want me to rebel. You didn't want me to go off on people today. You didn't want me to tell them what's really on my mind. You didn't really want me to snatch the mic out the pastor's hand. All right, y'all. So seriously, so I've been really thinking about today. As we know, it is Martin Luther King Jr.'s day as we celebrate and honor him as a worldwide leader for the civil rights movement. He marched. He stood tall for us. He stood on the front lines for us. And they're going to try to play him with this inauguration. Anyways, that's beside the point. Okay, I digress. Okay, no politics here. Okay, but I was getting ready. I was at home. I had just got out of the shower, and I had been hearing it all day. Rebel to excel, rebel to excel. And I'm like, okay, God. And he gave me Martin Luther King. So I'm going to do a series all week long, Rebel to Excel. Sometimes you got to go against the grain. Sometimes you got to get tired of what you're seeing in the community, in your home, in your churches, in your family. You got to rebel in order to excel. And the verse that we're going to be coming from is a verse that y'all have heard me use many times, and that's Romans 12:2. Do not conform to the patterns of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Okay? So in this series, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what we're going to talk about so that y'all will have a better understanding of what rebel to excel means. It's just with that little scripture, you already know where I'm heading, okay? Don't play with me. Y'all already know where I'm headed. So come on, click that noti bell so you will be notified every time I drop a video, because we're rebelling in order to excel. We're no longer conforming to this world, but we're being transformed by the renewing of our minds so that we will be able to test and approve that God's will is perfect, it is good, and it is pleasing in his sight. So rebel means to resist. In a world full of compromise, rebelling against the norms of the culture often aligns with choosing God's way. True rebellion for the believer isn't about defiance for its own sake, but it's about rejecting everything that separates us from God. So we're going to be talking about worldly conformity versus godly excellence. We're going to be talking about rebellion against fear and excelling in faith. We're going to be talking about rebelling against insecurities, rebelling against mediocrity, excelling in purpose, rebelling against the flesh, excelling in the spirit, rebelling. I do not mean this negatively, but what I'm talking about is you shifting your perspective from the word rebel and rebellion to a more positive aspect of it that tells you that, no, I'm not going to settle for less. No, I'm not going to be stuck conforming to the world and what the world wants me to do. And I'll throw a little bit of my personal testimony in there, all right? So God did not call us to blend in. He called us to stand out. Rebelling against the world's standards isn't about defiance. It's about choosing God's higher way. In this series, we'll explore how to rebel against fear, mediocrity, and the flesh to excel in faith, purpose, and in the spirit. So are you ready to live boldly for Christ? If you are, let's do this together. Remember, our verse is Romans 12:2. Do not conform to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So we're going to don't conform, transform, rebel to excel. I'll see you guys in the next video.